They called it an accident. A computer explosion, they said. A small fire in the DPWH research building in Quezon City. No casualties. No injuries. Just smoke, panic, and conveniently ashes where the paper trail used to be. But I'll tell you the truth. It wasn't an accident. It was a masterpiece. My masterpiece. See, I'm Senator Boyett, public servant by title, public sinner by passion. For years, I've mastered the art of disappearing evidence before it disappears me. And this little fire, it's my latest symphony of smoke and silence. It all started 2 weeks before the blaze. It was a boring meeting, a long table, and too many auditors asking the wrong questions. They wanted clarity about the flood control funds. They wanted receipts, signatures, transparency. All I wanted was my coffee and a distraction. So I turned to my team and asked, "What's the fastest way to end an investigation?" One of them joked, "Burn the evidence, sir." We all had a good laugh. And then I said, "Actually, that's not a bad idea." Fast forward to that Wednesday morning. A single computer, though, when connected to all our digital records, suddenly malfunctions. One spark, one loud pop, then flames started crawling across the wires like they'd been waiting for this day their whole lives. Within minutes, smoke filled the air. Fire trucks arrived. Sirens wailed, people screamed. And where was I? I was in my office, watching the live feed on the news, sipping my morning coffee. No one was hurt. No one was killed. Perfect. Just the way I planned it. By noon, the media arrived. Reporters crowded the gates like vultures sniffing out roasted secrets. "Senator Boyett, what happened?" they asked. I put on my most compassionate, concerned face. "This is a tragic accident," I said. "We're just thankful everyone is safe." They nodded, relieved. They didn't notice the glint in my eyes. They didn't hear the laughter building up inside my head. That evening, social media absolutely erupted. People started connecting the dots. Sinunok. Ang ebidensya. Kovurap. Yan. Computer exploded door. Baka conscience. Nila. Oh, how I laughed. People love to play detective as long as it's from behind their keyboards. They tweet, they post, they share memes, but none of them can actually touch me. They can't file a proper case without the documents. I just turn to dust. You see, this is the beauty of my design. I don't need to destroy the truth itself. I just need to make people doubt it. Behind closed doors, my staff congratulated me. "Sir, the operation was a success." I raised the glass. "To transparency," I said, and everyone in the room burst into laughter. Because after the fire, the department promised to rebuild. And you know what that means? New budgets, new contractors, new opportunities. You burn one building, and you get to rebuild 3. That's how corruption works, like a phoenix that rises from its own ashes, stronger and richer than before. The investigators visited the site the next day. They reported to me, "Sir, it seems no documents related to the ongoing audit were destroyed in the fire." I smiled, putting on a relieved expression. "Thank God," I replied. They didn't realize that I had already moved those critical files straight to the fireplace in my vacation house. By the time they figure it out, it won't matter. The headlines will be gone. The next big scandal will have already started somewhere else. At night, I scrolled through Facebook. A meme of me holding a lighter went viral. The caption was, "When you can't delete the evidence, delete the building." I laughed so hard I almost dropped my drink. Even my wife showed me the meme. She said, "Hun, they're making fun of you again." And I just told her, "Let them. Laughter distracts from justice." Here is the part that no one ever talks about. The fire didn't just destroy paper. It burned the people's hope a little more each time they saw that nothing happened, that no one was held accountable. Every unpunished scandal teaches citizens the exact same lesson. Why should I even bother caring? They'll just get away with it anyway. And that, right there, is my favorite part. Hopeless people are the easiest to govern. They stop asking questions. They stop protesting. They stop believing that change is possible. They just scroll, laugh at a meme, and move on. And I keep winning. Now, the city is quiet again. The air smells of fresh paint and new lies. They're rebuilding the office, adding a new security system, maybe even a fancy new computer. And me? I'm already planning my next accident. A warehouse, maybe? Or a data center? Anything that stores a little too much truth. In public, I'll stand at a podium and say, "This tragedy reminds us of the importance of accountability." But in private, I whisper to myself, it also reminds me how flammable accountability really is. You think the truth is bulletproof? 3. Gasoline. So, to all of you theorists, on social media, keep posting, keep guessing, keep making your jokes. I'm watching and I'm laughing, because deep down, you already know the truth. But just like the evidence, you'll let it burn. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow for the next chapter.